Okay, I'm here with Dennis, and we're gonna do a small podcast thingy thing about long distance relationships and the influence of internet on them.
Okay, hello, I'm Dennis Booth, and I'm 18 years old, and I live in Germany, Freudenstadt, which is in the Black Forest. And yeah, I'm together with Dana in a long distance relationship, and I met her first in 2016, and we've been together since 2017, so over 2 years now.
I'm Dana. I am 19 years old, and I live in America. I live in New Jersey, and I go to school for animation at Rutgers Camden. And yeah, we've been dating for a while, so it's important to us. Do you want to read the first question?
Okay, yeah, sure. Um, how did you feel when you first got into long distance?
Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go?
Go first, love.
Um, it was awkward and it was scary and didn't know if it was something that was okay to do because I felt like a lot of people would judge you. And I remember being super overwhelmed when I did like you because when I told my mom I liked you, I was scared because I didn't think it was normal and that people would be really mad when in reality they weren't at all.
Mm, yeah, for me it was kind of the same with this whole like, is this even something that works? Is it possible? Like, is it gonna be just awkward all the time? But yeah, definitely you think people will judge you and stuff. But after time, like after a couple of weeks, a couple of months, maybe a year, just things become normal and you own the whole thing and just let people say what they say. If you're in love with someone, so who cares?
I mean, yeah, some people do say stuff, but it's whatever.
Okay.
How do you feel about long distance now?
I mean, how could I feel that? I'm obviously very excited to finally meet you, and I'm convinced that long distance relationships can work just as good, if maybe better than conventional relationships. Who knows? But yeah, now I'm like fully convinced that it's fine.
I mean, I feel the same way that long distance relationships, I don't know why a lot of people think they're inherently bad or like you can't do it or feel like it's not even worth trying. But I feel like it is worth trying, and if you are in one, it definitely makes your relationship a lot stronger. And you know, you take the time out of your day to make it work, and if you're like determined to make it work, it will work. It's just a lot of putting effort in.
What are your specific pros and cons for long distance relationships? I'll start, and definitely a pro is that you have, at one point, you just have this like trust into this person
Oh
because
yeah, I agree with that. I remember when I first started dating you, I was scared that you would cheat on me, and then it's just like, no, that's not gonna happen, literally ever.
yeah, I'm gonna cheat on you. Okay. No, but you definitely have like a huge amount of trust into this person because if you don't trust someone that you can't see every day or like for years, um, unconditionally, then like this whole thing is not gonna work. It's like most relationships where trust is very important, but here especially because you only can know what they tell you. And a personal con would be obviously I'm not there to like have the physical part of a relationship or just like lay there and enjoy the time I have with you. You need to get your money together and then you can visit them for like a month or something. And
Was
that's
it?
shut up. Visit.
My specific pros and cons are, for me, it's taught me a lot of like being patient and not being super. I mean, I am a needy person, but like not being as needy and being able to take time to do the stuff that I want to do too, like spend time doing my art. And I think it helps you or forces you rather to be your own person in certain situations, um, which has definitely helped me grow up a little bit, like getting out of high school and becoming a little bit more mature and more adult with dealing with things. I think my favorite pro is that yeah, we argue like a lot of couples do, but it's really not that often. And when we do, we fix it as soon as possible because of how much communication we have. Because you can't be in a long distance relationship and not have communication. Like, we've never like gone to bed angry at each other. I know that's like a dumb like old people saying, but it's really true in like long distance relationships because we don't want to be mad at each other and we can't just ignore each other. Otherwise, you're not texting each other because that's the only form of communication that you have, which I think is really good. Um, and then my con is that, it get lonely, but like that's it.
It gets lonely.
Sometimes.
Okay, then what is the hardest thing for you to deal with being in long distance? Want me to start?
Sometimes I just want to hug.
Yeah. I mean, I can fully support this statement. Sometimes you just want someone to be there when, you feel like you need someone there. And sure, like texting and voicemails and Discord calls and all that is nice and it helps, but
I think the top thing for me that's hard is the time zone sometimes because I'm super
mhm.
on board with planning things and get stressed out if I can't talk to you.
Yeah,
And
we lose a lot
yeah,
of time out of the day just because like I'm 6 hours ahead and you're 6 hours behind and stuff. So
yeah, being 6 hours behind is a lot harder. So we always have to do things based on your schedule instead of my schedule because I'm always,
I mean,
yeah.
you're always home anyway. So,
Stop!
mm, but yeah, that's kind of hard. That was an unexpectedly hard con as well. I never thought like that time zones can be this much of an issue because especially in the beginning, I wasn't going to school for like the first year of our relationship, and I was just awake all night. And then as soon as I like started going to school, everything was kind of like,
Well,
oh.
yeah, but then your parents started getting more strict and putting the Wi-Fi on a certain time.
Next question you should do.
What is the hardest thing to deal with your partner? When I'm actually mad about something and I'm trying to explain to you why I'm mad while trying not to be mad at you because I don't want to be mad. And then you take it as I hate you. And then you're like, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough.
Shut
I'm like,
up.
you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. Stop. Don't cry. I'm still mad at you. Don't do that.
Shush. I'm very self-confident. No. The harder thing for me would be like, you know, Dana is high maintenance.
I need attention.
You need to, yeah, like attention, like 24/7. Otherwise, she's just moody and sad and gets upset, and no one gets anywhere.
Yeah.
So I love her, but sometimes you really need to put work in. What have you learned being in long distance, and what has helped you? Oh, what have I learned? I have learned that, like physical contact in relationship and stuff, it really doesn't matter this
I
much.
mean, yeah, I totally agree with that because there's been a lot of people they're like, aren't you unhappy? Aren't you not satisfied? You can't hug that person. You can't kiss that person. You can't have intimate relationship with that person. It was like, I mean, if you love somebody, you gotta deal with it.
Yeah, these people were sure talking about the hacks data. No.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, it's hard sometimes, but if you have a goal in front of you and something that you try to achieve with the person that you love, then it's not that much of a deal breaker as people could think about it. And
I
something
think
that,
relationships are just determined and passionate, though. That's why it doesn't really matter.
yeah, and something that has like helped me in a long distance relationship would be,
We help each other. That's what you gotta do.
so that's that for me.
Yeah.
Okay, are there any negatives you can't stand?
When I run out of time, that's about it for me, to be honest. I don't like running out of time. I don't like not having enough time to be with you. I don't like when a lot of things like get in the way of the time and I like try and make it work where there's just some days where we can't. Or when you deal with internet issues
Oh yeah.
because everything's internet based. So
Yeah. And yeah, besides that, like, again, this whole like time thing, especially with Dana, she's very concerned always about having enough time for us and stuff. It's kind of hard with the whole time shift, different schedules. We have completely different school schedules. We have different times to work at, and it's all kind of mixed up.
Also, friends asking to hang out.
Friends and family and stuff, like, you definitely will have to like sacrifice a hobby or a friend or something along the way.
Choose one thing over the other thing.
Yeah, as hard as it sounds, but that's love. Okay, what's up? How has the internet helped your relationship?
We wouldn't have a relationship without the internet.
It's a weird question because, like, I can't even imagine how people like got into long distance relationships before the internet.
The next question, what would it be like without the internet? Because if
non-existent.
Yeah, our relationship would be non-existent. But if we were to still be in a relationship without the internet, we would have to write letters.
How is the wait. There. Do you think the internet and social media have influenced our relationship? I mean, again, only through social media and the internet we even got to this point. So like,
I talk to so many people now doing art that are just like, you're in a long distance relationship, I'm in a long distance relationship, and then they're like, wow, that's amazing that you and Dennis have been in a relationship for so long. That like makes me feel like I can do it. And then I just meet a bunch of people that are also in long distance relationships. So yeah,
on the other side,
and social media definitely does help.
On the other side, I feel like like Homestuck artists and stuff, they kind of feel comfortable in this whole scenario. Like you said yourself you don't like going out and talk to people that much as you like to talk to people online sometimes.
No, I find it easier to talk to people online.
Yeah. So, internet and social media, obviously a big deal.
Yeah.
Could you manage long distance without social media? No. No?
Yeah, probably not. I wouldn't get to hear you. I wouldn't get to see you. I wouldn't get to text you. I wouldn't get a letter every couple of months. I wouldn't even be able to call you because it's expensive.
Like, if right now the internet and whole social media, everything in like the whole earth just shut down,
all our information would be gone.
Yeah, the only thing I can trust on is that on the day I'm arriving with this plane, she's there to pick me up. Like that's all I have.
The internet served during long distance. Do you want to go since you were just about to talk?
Pro, obviously, unlimited, somewhat free, besides like the service that you pay for, contact, all the time, 24/7, every day of the year.
Oh yeah, everybody's attached to their phones, or at least a computer or some way.
Plus, you get like to, like share everything around the internet and stuff. Like, there are more than just services like Discord and Skype that we use to connect with each other.
I mean, yeah, we also play games together. We do a bunch of stuff. We've hosted a few like big calls before where like a bunch of friends join and we all just play together, which was really fun.
That's good.
Cons. Sometimes the internet can go out at the most inconvenient times, like before we were recording this.
Like 15 minutes ago, I had no internet. So, I guess this was our little podcast thingy thing, like Dana said in the beginning. And yeah, thank you for listening. Please give her an A, or I'll be mad.
No.
Thank you very much. Bye bye. Dana, say bye.
Bye.